Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we created delete room API call in our Spring Boot application, and in today's video, we will write the code to call this delete room API from our Angular application. And after this, we will update the page size of our get rooms API as well. So let's get started. So first of all, in our Spring Boot application, we need to open rooms service implementation, and in this class we need to open get all rooms method, and in this we need to update the page size to 6. And after this, let's rerun our Spring Boot application. And as you can see, our application is up without any errors. Now let's go to our Angular application, and in our Angular application we need to open admin.service.ts file, and in this file let's copy this get room by id method and let's paste it here. And after this we need to update the method name, and we will write delete room. And after this we need to update the method params, and we will accept room id of type number. And after this we need to update the http method, so we will replace this get with delete. And at the end we need to pass this room id in the url, so we will replace this id with room id. And with this, our delete room method is completed in admin service. Now let's save this file and let's open dashboard. And after this we will open dashboard.component.ts file. And in this file we need to create a method to call the delete API, and we will name this method as delete room. And in the params of this method we need to accept room id, so we will mention room id of type number. And after this, in the body of this method we will use admin service, and we will call a method delete room. And in the params of this method we will pass room id, and after this we will subscribe the response, and we will name this as res, and we will write an arrow function. And after this, to handle the errors, we will write error function as well. And in the case of error we will use ng message service, and we will show the message by calling error.error. And after this, in the case of success, we will again use ng message service, and we will show a message room deleted successfully. And after this we need to update the data of the page, so we will call this dot get rooms method, which will call the get all rooms API. And with this, our delete room method is completed. Now we need to create a method to show the confirmation box. And to do this, first of all we need to inject the model service. So in the constructor we will mention private ng model service, and we will add a import from ng0 and slash model. And after this we will create a new method, and we will name this method as show confirm. And in the params of this method we need to accept the id, so we will name this as room id, and the type of this will be number. And after this, in the body of this method we will use model service, and after this we will call a method confirm. And in this we need to pass the properties of our model. And first of all we need to pass the title, and to do this we will mention ng title, and we will give it as confirm. And after this we need to pass the description, so we will give it as ng content, and for the message we will pass do you want to delete this room. And after this we need to pass the text for our OK button, and to do this we will mention ng OK text, and we will give it as delete. And after this we need to pass the text of our cancel button, and we will write ng cancel text, and we will give it as cancel. And after this we need to write the implementation in case of click on ng OK button, so we will write ng on OK, and on the click of this button we will call an arrow function, and in this we will call delete room method. And after this, in the params we will pass the room id. And with this, our show confirm method is completed. Now let's save this file, and let's open dashboard.component.html file. And in this HTML file we need to use delete icon button, and we will use the click event of this button, and we will call a method show confirm. And in the params we need to pass the room id, so we will write room.id. And with this, our HTML code is completed as well. Now let's save this file and let's run our application. And as you can see, our application is up without any errors. Now let's go to the browser and let's test the functionality of our delete room API call and model. And on the login page of our application, we need to add the details of our admin user. And after adding the email and password, we will click on this login button. And as you can see, we got redirected to the admin dashboard where we can see the rooms. And after this, let's click on this post room button and let's enter the data to create a new room. And after this, we will click on this save button. And as you can see, we got a message, room posted successfully. And we got redirected to the admin dashboard where we can see two rooms on this page. And after this, let's click on this post room button again and let's create a new room. And after this, we will click on this save button. And as you can see, now we got three rooms on this page. And after this, let's say we want to delete this room 3, so we will click on this delete button. And as you can see, we got a model confirmation box which says, do you want to delete this room? So let's click on this cancel button. And as you can see, the model box got closed. And after this, let's click on the delete icon again of room 3. And this time let's click on this delete button. And as you can see, we got a message, room deleted successfully. And after the API call, our page data got updated. And now we can see only two rooms on this page. And that's it for today's video. In the next video, we will create API call to get all rooms for the customer in our Spring Boot application.